Hello everybody, I have got a very quick Pip guide here for you. One thing I want to talk about with Pip is that I'm not sure if there actually is a way to get around it or not, but I was not able to get Pip's stat growth to change based on his evolutions. So I don't know if that's just a bug that there is indeed no way around or not. But however, though, there is one way to get around his element grid issues. And I'm actually going to display that here in a little bit. So Pip basically starts out in one form, and then his different forms change depending on the elements that are used as well as the ones that he uses in battle. Basically, it's based on a point system. For every black, red, or yellow element is used in combat, he gets a point for, basically we'll call it Team A, and then a white, green, or blue element used gets a point for Team B. Now, if he is the one that actually casts that elements, it's increased actually by 2 points for that quote-unquote team. Now, the whichever element gets used the most of those 3 elements for each team will end up being his new innate color, which you can see here now. I used a lot of red elements, which evolved Pip into this form, as well as changed his innate to red, and you can see there his innate has changed. Now, this is I would call it the Tier 2 transformation. There's only 2 Tier 2 transformations, and that is if you use, the black, red, or yellow, or, and that's this form right here, obviously red being the color that I used the most of those. And then his other form is a lighter, I think anyway, it's a white, or a whitish colored Pip, and that's his second form. And then there's the Tier 2 forms, and there's 3 of those. So what you get for the third transformation is dependent on actually where he evolved from in his second tier transformation. Here I'm just doing a real quick, I'm showing you guys really quick here. In my particular playthrough, I used a lot of white elements, and I actually had my game saved just before he was about to make a transformation. Now, that was extremely useful because one of the bugs that happens with his element grids is that if you power off your PlayStation, you will lose whatever element grid growth he would have. Now, that's really important for the post 27 star grids. His grid won't really affect or be affected much by his evolutions until that 27 star. Now, my workaround was that I just had my game saved, just like I showed you guys here with I just loaded right before he was able to, but right before he was making that evolution, and this is his final form. So this is the evolved form from like the I'll call it the evil route to the good route, and so this is it's almost like a hybrid combination of both. If you go with like strictly an evil route, or like the black, red, yellow, and then use those same elements again for the next tier, you'll end up with like the Archdevil Pip form, which has a different element grid. I would say he's more physical oriented, or he should have been, but like I said, his stats are bugged out, or at least in my experience they were bugged out, and I have no idea of how to change them. Basically, my end game Pip stats are right here, so I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like. I was transferring him to, or I wanted him to evolve into an evil route for this playthrough. But this grid itself, if you can see how it's set up, this is his archdemon, or archetype. Sorry, archetype. So that's like I said, the hybrid version of the two. Now, to be honest, since his stats don't actually change, I would actually argue that it's better to go with the Archangel Pip form because the grid is better. you get more tier 8 grid spots. And again, you know, the stats don't seem to change anyway. So unless there's a way around it, which I haven't found anyway or anywhere, nor have I been able to, you know, recreate it. I would say that the Archangel pip has the best grid, and in my opinion, my recommendation would be to evolve him into that grid and just use that. So here I've got my final form. I just wanted to show you the other trick with Pip is when you evolve him, and this is more relevant for when you get, you know, maxed out stars, but when you evolve him late in the game, what you can actually do is equip, so his base form will be obviously white, and when you do a continue plus, unfortunately his evolutions don't get saved, so you basically have to start all over, which completely sucks in my opinion. But that's just the way it is. So, but one of the cheap things you can do here is equip the white. You can see here I've got white innate, and you can use this with anything. You know, heal all or heal plus type. You know, or Vigora. You know, if you have him evolved into a blue form. But that allows you to do some pretty crazy stuff. Now, keep in mind though that if you use remove all or autofill, that will wipe out these elements. So keep that in mind. But that is a cool little trick that you can do to kind of get him loaded up on summons if you want. But anyways, I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Alright, thanks for watching.